Hey everyone, this is Minnesota Vape Review again, coming at you here with a second review. I'm reviewing two products today. Today we got the Vandy Vape PulseX kit, as well as the Profile RDA. This is my first Sqonk mod kit, and kind of actually got out of vaping for a few years and just started up again recently, and figured I'd share with you guys what I'm running. So let's start off with the PulseX. So in the PulseX you get the PulseX mod, plus you get the PulseX RDA, and you get a clear cover for it, as well as an adapter if you're running a smaller 18650 battery. It actually takes the 21700 300 milliamp hour 3.7 volt batteries. Just going to take it out of the box here. I've had this for a couple months. It's been open. I actually don't use this RTA. I prefer the Profile, so we'll move on to that next. Alright. So we got our PulseX, and then the Profile here. Profile comes with some coils. I actually already used this guy. It was okay. I like the mesh coils. Then also some extra seals. So we're gonna put that to the side here. I suppose I should get this out. Alright, so here's the Profile. It is a Sqonk style. It's got the hole here, which is going to come through the top of this mod. So we're just going to screw this on. Standard threads. And then this guy, it's got a magnetic covers here, and it's got nice little slots. I don't know if you can see that, but it gives you a little spot to grab it. Take this off. So let's get a battery in here. For our battery, we got our tank here, and the tank is going to, come on camera. The tank is going to hold our juice, so that when we're burning it, it doesn't heat up the juice, but we can just squirt more juice into it. So I already have juice in this. We're going to put it in. Just got to line up that tube with that little guy right there. Let's get powered on. Our magnetic cover's back on. And actually, I don't have a wick in this, so today I'm going to be showing you how to wick the Profile. So I'm actually going to start by screwing this on a tiny bit so I can get the cover off. There we go. Pull this off. So if you look, hopefully we can get a focus there. It's got a mesh coil on there. And it's got a spring-loaded ceramic that actually pushes the cotton up into the mesh. So you shouldn't get any dry hits on this as long as you don't forget to pump juice into it. So we'll start off by getting our, well, these are the coils that it runs. This is the Wotofo 18 resistance, 45 watts to 65 watts rated. This is like $3 online. Also for another $3-4 online is their cotton. I know some people, or some stores sell the 30 mil, or maybe it's a 3 mil, I can't remember exactly, but it's half the size. I went with this because worst case scenario I can make them smaller and get twice as many out of it. But open this guy up, get a fresh cotton out. You can see that is a ton of cotton. It's got this nice little, it's almost like the end of a shoelace. It's got this plastic shrink wrapped onto the cotton. So I'm going to start by pushing this in like so. I'm just going to kind of pull it through. This is a little fluffy, so I'm going to give it a little help. Should work. Fluff it up a little bit. Got my scissors. So the way that I cut this is I kind of get right up against the metal with the scissors, and I just cut it off like that. Do the same on the other side. I'm actually going to leave a little bit more I'm going to pull it back through just to kind of give me a little bit more fluff on this other side. I did wash my hands beforehand to get all the oils off and whatnot, so my hands are nice and clean. Oh. Butterfingers. Just going to snip some of this extra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck all the cotton I can into the well. Like that. Some of it's going to stick out and that's okay, but I just want to get some of the cotton down in there so that it can pick up any juice that it can down there. And when you squeeze this thing, the way that the juice comes in is actually directly below the mesh, so you're really not flooding the bottom to get it to wick up as much. That's just kind of where it picks up the excess, is down in here in this well, which is pretty shallow, which just goes to show you that it's definitely pulling the juice up the center. So I got that done. I got this replaceable mouthpieces, which is nice. This guy comes off. So we'll start with this stuff off to the side for now. And I'm going to make sure this is off so I don't burn my coils, my cotton, sorry. I'm going to screw this on. And I hit the cotton, so I'm just going to tuck that back down in there. Alright. So one thing I've noticed with the rubber on these seals is that it actually it grabs quite a bit when you try to put this on, and you can fight it, and I think you might end up ruining your seal. So what I normally do is I normally take a little bit of juice and I kind of prime that. So I'm going to prime it with the juice I'm using. It's some juice I made a couple months ago. Apple butter. It tastes like, to me it kind of tastes more like a cinnamon apple pie, but I'm just going to get my pipette here. And if you guys want to see some tutorials on mixing your own juice, leave a comment down in the comments, and I will do my best and make a video for you guys. So again, I'm just kind of lubing up the seal here so that my cap goes on easier. Just going to lock that in just like that, and this does have a lock, so this will not spin on here. The only time it'll spin is when you're actually unscrewing it off of your mod. So we're going to leave that. And now I'm going to prime this cotton in here, so I'm going to get more juice. I'm just going to start dabbing this into the cotton just to prime it. And because there's so much cotton here, it's going to really soak up a ton of juice. So I kind of almost flood it out at first. Not enough where it builds up on the sides, each side here. Just try to get as much in there as I can without flooding it. So we'll cap this guy off. Like I said, I already have juice down in here, so we're good there. And then this guy, so it's got, let's see if we can get a focus here, come on. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's 3 lines of holes here, and this actually, depending on how much you twist it, it'll have all of them open. It'll close off the top row with that notch, or you can close them all off. So what I typically do is I run it about right here. I close off the top row, so I'd say the second position, and just to get a little bit tighter, because this thing has a ton of airflow. I'll put this on. I'm just going to give this guy a couple squonks. And actually, I should take this back off and show you. When I squeeze this, you can actually see, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the shininess developing on the on the mesh there. That's the juice getting pushed through. So a couple pushes when it's already primed and it's good to go. So I can see it already absorbed it back up. So I'm going to put the cap on and we're going to give this guy a shot. So 5 clicks. Vandy chip. Alright. I'm going to run this up to about 55 watts to start. I believe this mod maxes out at 90. Yep, 90 watts. But that's quite a bit more than what's needed here. So like I said, 55. And let's give it a rip. Man, this thing gives some great flavor. I can't remember the guy's name, but there was another YouTube reviewer, I think it's maybe Rip Trippers, if I remember right. Anyway, I heard rumors that he gets pretty much everything great reviews, but he kind of sold me on this one here, this combo actually, and it's been working really, really well for me. I've been using it for a couple months now, making all kinds of my own juices, and it really likes the high VG stuff. I actually mix my own with no added PG. The only PG I get is from the flavors. The nicotine I buy even has, it's suspended in a VG base, so really I'm running like 90-10 at most on this thing, and it loves it. Let's give it another hit here. Just a ton of vapor, and I'm not, I'm at a fairly low wattage compared to what I can run on this. I've run it as high as 65, and that's a pretty warm vape, but it looks like at 1.9 resistance here, we're hitting about 3.4 volts. Let's give it a shot. Man, that's good stuff. Alright, well anyway, I think that pretty much concludes this review on the PulseX mod, Sqonk mod, as well as the Profile RDA by Wotofo. You can pick them up at most major retailers. I haven't seen them at any local shops, but I tend to go online anyway just because there's better prices online. So you can look at getting spare bottles. Also have the coils that you can buy. Everything's relatively cheap. I've yet to actually burn a coil. Most of my coils, I end up like dropping it when I'm cleaning it or changing out cotton, and I kind of wreck the mesh. But I've yet to even throw it away. I'm kind of saving them. I've had these 10, I think it's a 10-pack of coils last me months now, and I haven't bought any more. I still have, looks like about 4 in there. If you want to see what the mesh looks like, it starts out as this, just a little flat piece of metal. And they are rated at 1.8 resistance, so I typically see 1.8 or 1.9 on the PulseX. Anyway, have some news to share. So I know this is only the second video, but it sounds like Sig is going to be sending me a review unit of their new Zip. That's the new coilless vape pod system. So really look forward to working with them and giving you guys an honest review of how it is when it comes out. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.